Thomas Scholl, because
Yeah.
I think that might still be my real name.
Yeah.
I think
Thomas
Bella's
Thornton.
here. Maybe he wants to get started. Yes, Thomas Thornton, and they have not
Yes,
been present.
yeah, you have a variety of outrageous costumes on skins on Minecraft and
I
voices.
I'm trying to do characters. Yeah, I'm apparently not that
Yeah.
great as technical. I'm an okay redstoner. Figuring out all the video editing stuff is not my forte yet. Not yet, but
Well,
being a little
I'm not good at any of that. I'm just making do as I making it up as I go along. I've not been doing this for so long, but your stuff is great.
I think yours is great too. I think people
That's very
appreciate the feeling of great work that's done by the skin of one's teeth.
Yeah,
That's how
I think NomadCraft is just like a really great group of people. Everybody is so friendly and supportive. It's amazing.
I agree.
He's not just
Do
saying
we
that
have-
because we kidnapped her.
You kidnapped me. Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Let's not just talk.
Come on. Oh man, hang on. I'm trying to get back to the. So I'm on the stream now. How do I get back to? Okay, right to the page where it shows everybody who's here. Aha! Now I can see everybody. So I'm doing this on my phone.
I'm doing the same.
Yeah. Oh, somebody else is here. That looks like a panda. Hello, Bella. And it's nice to see. It's nice to hear Hatter's voice again. It's been a long time since Raiders.
I still need to edit those videos.
We're not talking about that, right? Well, you had a lot of screen time in my videos, so that was fun. So, how many more people are we expecting to join?
Oh, Dark. Okay.
Dark. Hello.
Is the count popped in? I don't see the count yet.
Do you know if Ori and Owl are joining us in the next season, or are they so busy with Lorecraft that they won't do anything? Okay. Yeah, okay. It'd be really cool if they joined. I know they do like other stuff as well, and they've got what is it, Shadowlands? Yeah, as well. I don't know how you guys manage to be on more than one server. It's like, we've got our home server, the Cat Lord server, which is our cozy, cushy kind of friends and family server, where it doesn't matter if I don't turn up for a little bit, because I've figured out that actually, life goes on and you come back and everybody's like, hey, you're back! And that's fine. But, there's no...
That's the thing.
no
Some people can't be on multiple servers because it drags them down.
Yeah.
It's exactly me. I mean, I learned a lot, but one of the things I learned is like I cannot give the proper attention to servers. I don't have a perfect solution for that, because I would love to go to work with everybody that's amazingly talented, but I mean, it's like trying to be in two places at once. You just can't do it.
No, I'm too slow in the editing, and I'm too slow in the building to actually do big projects in several servers. So I'd really like to, and that's why I've dragged Bernie in, Bernie, aka Blackie, who's sitting next door and listening, and because he's my wingman, and I think we'll just focus on that, and there will be side projects, and we will kind of chill out and hang out with our friends on our own server, but it'll be more relaxation and like easy stuff with no agenda.
I definitely look forward to hanging out with you. I'm a little, if I didn't already say, I was a little upset that I haven't gotten to hang out with you, because I've enjoyed the videos Figures. I'll admit I've only seen like 3 or 4, maybe 5, but I enjoyed all of them. So it
Well, you
looks like
can't.
I
You
got
know
to
what?
do.
It becomes a full-time job trying to watch every. I mean, I try to watch as much as I can, but sometimes it's just not possible because it becomes a full-time job following everybody. It's
Well, I
absolutely
agree.
crazy.
Yeah, you don't need to follow everyone, which is it's impossible, especially if we're trying to support everyone. One
Yeah,
thing that I think Mouse suggested is that
yeah,
have like a whatchamacallit playlist of everyone's videos in the background just playing. That way you don't
yeah.
actually
I
have
mean,
to watch, it just drags up their ratings and stuff like that.
I mean, sometimes I do blind watch, or I just sort of leave it running in the background. I don't like to do that when I want to leave a comment because obviously I'll have to sort of put some meaningless stuff like great video, which doesn't always mean if I write great video that I haven't watched it. But it's probably the comment that people leave when they haven't actually watched the video, but they've left it running in the background. But I suppose view time is view time. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Well,
It's all good. It's all good, and I think anybody's efforts are most welcome.
I would think that
Every
they'd have. Sorry, go ahead.
who are you talking to?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I was just going to say that. I mean, I like watching videos and leaving a real comment myself because I just find just leaving it running. I assume that like if people aren't clicking through commercials and letting them run, that it would kind of figure it out, but I don't know that. I guess that was more of my part is I don't know if Google just see everything as count time, or if they see interaction where people are actually pushing the like when it's running and pushing through commercials some of the time because I assume they want you to watch commercials too.
okay,
Anyhow,
so the difference in between watch time and commercial time with interaction for Google, they do not track the actual watch time of the ads on YouTube itself. That is run through the ad block on Google. So that's a completely different metric. So that right there does not actually count into the YouTube algorithms. So you can have the ad play the entire time. I had an ad pop up once that was like an hour or so long, which was ridiculous.
An ad. That's
Yes.
just
Yes.
that's crazy.
I can
I think it
tell
was a
you.
movie. And for the YouTube interaction stuff, if it's a like, a dislike, or a comment, it doesn't matter which one it is in between the three, actually, anymore.
Yeah, I've heard that it just reaction is reaction.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you so comment doesn't count more because on Facebook a comment they have like a sort of sliding scale of importance. So on Facebook, if you have a comment and then respond to it, that gives you like the most points because that is like the most interaction you're getting. Whereas just a like or dislike or some sort of emoji reaction counts less. So on YouTube that's not the case then.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. In that case, you will all get thumbs up from me now. No, you won't, because I like leaving comments. Because actually, it sort of means stuff to people. I mean, I really thrive on the nice little comments that I get. Because, if somebody sort of writes something nice and they've noticed something in a video and they said, oh, I really like this, I think that really means something. Because it comes from people who actually make videos themselves and know what they're talking about.
Right, shall we get going?
Yeah,
sure thing.
Let's crack on. Well, I thought tonight, basically, what I'm just going to do, rather than actually be playing whilst we do this, I'm literally going to screen share Discord and then just run through the questions firstly from there, and then obviously add as we go along. And I think Count's going to be on shortly as well, maybe in 15 minutes. So if everybody sort of chips in at any time, that's absolutely fine. The more people ask and the more questions we have, the the better it is, and the less explaining we have to do through Discord. Okay. Right, let's get this on the road.
What are you building?
Okay.
I'd actually pull it back, but this is going to be my main building for season 3.
Oh, is this the main? Oh my god, the massive dome.
Okay, now it's time for the meeting, Dippy.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
An audience with Dippy Blether. Right, so let me start. I'm basically going to start at the top where the questions started coming in. So Sebi was the first person to write a story, so we can run through this quickly, or not so quickly. The first and most important question from Sebi was, when are we going to have custom hats? That's the most
you have
important.
your priorities, right?
Yeah. I've not got anything against it. I've never used the mod or anything like that. I'm assuming everybody is okay with it. So I will put it on the poll channel just to make sure, but I'm sure everyone's fine with that. So we can add that if everyone's in agreement. That's absolutely fine. For farms, maybe I would suggest give the most necessary farms to ones that can build it early. Or AFK.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and it all leads on to really, I think basically we need to decide what we're going to do with regards to a shopping district, and whether we're having a shopping district or if we're going to do it like in season 1 where we sort of pooled our materials. The shopping district didn't go well in season 2, so obviously that was in a huge mountain, and I don't think people sort of got the gist of the shopping district. It's all supposed to be about, you know, the opportunity to gather content from it. It's not, you're not desperately trying to get as many diamonds as you can, or, you know, because at the end of the day, if someone's got a monopoly on all the stuff to sell, it leaves no content for anyone else.
Yeah.
And just not what we want. So we need to decide as a group whether we're going to actually have a shopping district, or if we go down the idea of doing sort of a town or village central to everybody, where we can all sort of pool in our materials as and when people need it, and do it as though, you know, gifting or trading. So that is the big decision that we need to make, which will then obviously sort of coincide with the farms, which I think with the farms, again, if you've got an iron farm, just because one person's made the iron farm, I don't think it should be restrictive to that person, you know, just AFK in iron and then selling iron. You know, if they're not on, then what's to stop somebody else going AFK at an iron farm and then sharing the iron out with other people? You know, it makes sense, and it saves a lot of grinding and a lot of time for everybody. That's my opinion.
I think I'm very much for the communist idea. Share and share alike. It can demotivate some people, because some people thrive on that kind of, you know, the kind of challenge of finding good farms. But I think we could maybe have a list of sort of basics that we sort of treat as sharing. I mean, does really everybody need to train up villagers? And, you know, if you have a couple of boys in the backyard, that's fine. But, you know, you need one big trading hall for everything. And again, a big iron farm stuff. But then there's sort of more fancy stuff where I think, like, you know, people go out of their way and it's difficult. And I think that probably is a better opportunity for sort of later in game kind of commercial opportunities, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the early stuff that everybody's going to need, like iron, the villagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know, I don't know if you ever saw sort of season 1, we had a village.
No.
People built individual buildings. So Count built a massive library, and inside there we had all the villagers you could need. Anybody could use it. The Curious Gamers then did an emerald farm, so then they provided all the
Mhm.
emeralds to trade with, and everybody sort of chipped in, doing sort of their own things and taking bits from each person. So it is an option, but I
Yeah,
know,
that's
like you say, people will may want the shops.
well, I'm the least experienced of you guys because this is like literally I've only been on one kind of SMP with other people who make content, and so I really am taking the lead from you guys. But what I really liked about Raiders was the fact that it was very cooperative, that nobody was sort of we were competing, but we were also constantly helping each other.
Yeah.
It wasn't, nobody was going, oh no, you can't use that, you can't use that iron farm, or you can't do this, because we all needed stuff, but you did.
We spoiled Dippy in our team.
Yeah, you did. You did. I was the
For
numpty.
me, looking at the shopping district is some place to actually get stuff that would be hard for you to gather.
Yeah.
Like, I know that one thing that I'm definitely going to have at my base is villagers to get glass.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
yeah.
You need so much glass. I mean, that's crazy.
So right now, the three things that I know that I might have to build is a copper farm, raider farm, and villager hall just for the clerics for glass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So if you're, but again, if you're going to do a massive villager thing for glass, which is absolutely fine, then along with that, you could just incorporate the books. So then, everybody's got access to the books, or if you want to go down the route of selling the books or whatever, but you're going to be having librarians anyway, so you might as well.
Yeah. See, that right there, I could easily sell the books with no problem. Because my main focus would be on the glass.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bernie was saying he would quite fancy making a very early witch farm, because it's an easy farm to make, and it gives you sort of a lot of the basic stuff that you need earlier on. I don't know. I think he's not on voice at the moment. But he's...
I am. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, I can hear you
Yes, we
now.
can.
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Yes, I think the witch farm would be a nice thing. It also obviously gives us some redstone and makes us a little bit less dependent on mining. As long as people are prepared to go and sort of stay there and essentially be off screen whilst they're waiting for the witch farm to work.
Yeah. And there'll always be somebody that can do that. If I'm away from the computer, I don't mind just going over there and just leaving it on for an hour or two or whatever. And there's a lot of people that do that. So
I know me and Dark Master like AFKing, so I'm sure if anybody has a farm and reaches out to us, I'll just run the game through the night or something like that, or a specific time that might work.
yeah,
And if
I've
it needs to
actually-
be anything, let me know, because I know if anything, I've AFK'd too much in the past and kind of been like, we don't need that much.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with witch farm is it is not super productive unless you can find two witch huts that are within about a chunk of one another. But that's pretty rare.
Which would bring us to talking about the seeds later as well.
Indeed.
Yo.
Do we get to know the seed? That is, because obviously for content creation, I mean, if you want to have a more authentic game experience, obviously you don't want to know the seed. But if you want to make content, you want to know where stuff is so that you can get there quickly and get the best out of your screen time.
So about a month ago, I let me repost this copy message. I went ahead and posted this video that I'm putting into the server chat about wrong freaking URL about 25 awesome seeds. that we could easily pick from there and choose a seed that is lovely. And heck, some of them are really magnificent. And I would just need a double check to make sure they're the same with 1.19 layout stuff. But
Well,
All the seeds.
often,
yeah,
often stuff changes when you, yeah. I mean, but yeah, I'm totally easy. If you tell me this is the seed, then that's the seed. I just wanted to know: do we get told the seed so we can use
yes.
chunk base, or
Well, last season,
okay, cool. That's
last
very
season
cool.
we did, but all we basically what we asked last season was, yeah, we gave out the seed because people wanted to have a look and plan builds. We just don't ruin the game. Don't go and look where the strongholds are. That can be a group, a group thing where we go looking for it, or
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. A stronghold, huh?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just nothing that we just don't want to spoil the game, because that, like you say, that is the natural part of the game, why we play Minecraft. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
but yeah, we will
But
give out the
if you
seed.
can, yeah.
And with the seed generation obviously changing, we're not going to be starting season 3 till the 2nd of July. So with it sort of dropping on the 7th of June, by then we should be able to find something. So we have got a bit of time to sort of look around, or there'll be YouTube videos out before then about the best seeds in 1.19. So if they have changed, we will find good ones.
I trust you guys. You know what you're doing.
that's how we fool the mass.
So we can obviously discuss it in more detail regarding sort of the shopping districts and stuff, but I think early game, if we are going to sort of set up an iron farm, like Seb's put here, or anything that you need early game, then I think we do that and just share it out. There's no point having an iron shop.
Yeah.
Historically, on any server, iron shops they last days because iron's so easy to get, so it's pointless.
You get to the point where everybody's got their own supply, and then you make the shop, and yeah.
So if you have one,
and it's so easy to make iron farms that have got absolutely crazy output. So the iron shop isn't really a useful thing to have.
No, so we may as well share that.
And with the amount of actually technical Minecrafters on the server now, that could be something we could all work on.
Yeah, exactly, and it gives you that opportunity of more content, and that's basically what we want, and that's what season 2 definitely did lack, the collaboration stuff. So I think we do really sort of need to focus again on that community thing, because in season 1, if you go and look at the old videos,
Panda said he would build a community iron farm if somebody partakes with him.
Yeah, there'll be queues of people that want to do it. It's an iron farm though, isn't it? So I don't know how much content you're gonna get from that, but
in season 1, the armor farm was almost like the city, or the town well. That's the word I'm looking for.
yeah,
Where like pretty much everybody would go to it almost every day because you needed iron. It was the one place to get it. It needed to be checked on because it was near spawn. It was always running, so like it needed to be emptied out once a day. So
yeah.
I'd go to the iron farm and empty it out once a day, and half the time someone might be AFKing there, someone would be going there too, or someone would just be in the village, and it would create content just because it was a place that you needed to go. So I think that's
when you were AFK at the iron farm, I would always come up and flow chicken with something down to you.
If we have a shopping center, we need to make sure we're there.
Yeah.
I guess is the point. I mean, if you're gonna have a shopping center, you really kind of have to be like, okay, well, if there's an iron farm, people can't make an iron farm. They need to go to the iron shop so that it's the hub. So I mean, it is a decision. It sounds like we're going more towards something communal, but
yeah,
I would say
I would say early game. It would be good to have sort of an early game little village before we go out and build our massive bases or whatever. Because it will.
Well, basically, yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying because it'll just automatically mean people will bump into each other. It'll be a lot more natural if we had a little central village before we go and do our own bases. Then we can keep the iron there. We can keep the heaps of stone or whatever we've got there, that you don't really need and you're never going to use. And then people can just take it and put their old stuff in as they go. Early game, obviously, once we get in later into the game and people want to start, selling difficult things to get, for example, then we could look at having shops and stuff. But I think if we did a little village to start with, a communal village, and then we can all chip in. But that's my opinion. But obviously, we can discuss it on Discord a little later.
I honestly agree with that as well. At the early game, we should stick within a few hundred blocks of each other. And afterwards, the big farms, the stuff that cause lag, would need to be set out at least 1 to 3,000 blocks out from anybody.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can.
And I mean, it worked for the hermits. I mean, so, they started quite close together, and it looked a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but everybody managed to do really good content out of it. And there was a lot of interaction early on, and then they're now spreading out because they've now covered the basics, and they're kind of going to all sorts of places, and and I think that's a really I like the idea of that concept.
Yeah, and.
Well, so I almost see like a target, I guess you would say, shape, where like in the center we have the beginning village. A little bit out from that you have something like where we start doing mega bases, and then maybe out from that we have the mega farms, I guess you would say. Anything that's like, I don't know. Sorry, it's just a thought.
No, the farms, like you say, the farms have to just be in an area where they're not going to be loaded all the time, or they have an off switch.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
But then
we can do an industrial area we all work on.
Yeah, but the problem with an industrial area is if you have one industrial area that's covering 3 or 4 mega farms, it will lag it out because they'll all be running.
Yeah. I like the idea of togetherness for farms and stuff, but like Bella just said, the actual lag issue would be compacted.
No,
and also not only. Go ahead.
I don't think we should be having the farms and stuff in the central point. I think that should be the gathering point where you have like your houses, little houses, like a little iron house or whatever, where we dump all the iron.
I have to agree as well.
Yeah. I mean, we could even have something like a market or something like that, where it's kind of less formal and more, stuff in boxes.
Yeah. Honestly, after this, I'm going to put a link to the season 1 sort of walk around of our little village, because that's basically what we had. We had little houses with different things in. And it
Villagers
worked quite
in different
well.
houses, the library, the official hut.
Yeah.
Season 1 was awesome on that.
And it was a lot more.
That sounds really, really nice.
There's a lot more collaboration in it.
Yeah, we put together like the farm, I guess you would say, where there's a couple farmers and a fishing hut. I had started to do a library, and then Count grabbed it, and I wanted to turn that into weaponry. It was armory. No, armory. There was armor there.
Yeah, you did the fleshers too, Tom.
We only put the breeder in really early. We left the original wheat farm there from day one. What was that in the mid? There was like was it a sugar farm or something? Automatic sugar
there was a sugarcane farm,
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, let's move on from that, and we can discuss that obviously more, but I think we've got the gist of it, because we're nearly half an hour in already, and we're only on Seb's
Point
first
two of
paragraph.
Seb's.
Right, he's talking about shulker farms. I don't think we need to really talk about shulker farms. But he's asking, don't kill all the shulkers on the nearest city after killing the dragon. We can reset the end at any point as long as nobody's built in there anything special. So I would say the shulker farm's going to come later on. So
I'm not building the end for season 3.
No.
Yeah, nope. End can be reset as many times as it wants.
I don't know. This is being built in the end right now. Hey.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's always good for an Enderman Xp Farm.
But as well, I have experience with actually editing chunks. So I could probably, if I could get the download at the end every so often, I could basically keep what is being built in the end built and have everything else being reset.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we've never needed to reset it before, so I would be surprised if we need to this time. So I don't think it's a massive issue. I was just thinking for what he said about keeping the nearest end city after killing the dragon. I don't think we really need to do that, but then he's talking about his own storyline, which we don't need to go through. Pranks he's mentioned. So obviously this is a biggie, and I think, to be honest, I'm just going to put a group or a subject, shall I say, on Discord, and then people can have a yes or no, a tick, whether they want to be involved in certain types of pranks. There was a bit of a, and I know I was one of the people last season. I can take a prank, you know, I can have a laugh. But last season I broke my arm, and then I logged back on, and I had 2,500 blocks to mine, with no beacon. So it wasn't much fun. So there's I think there needs to be a limit.
Got a beacon after that.
I'm sorry about all the gold.
Yeah, no, it's done now. But I'm just saying. So if we do for the pranks, if we just have a tick, yes or no, and then everyone knows, then, don't they?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey Bella,
Seems
you should go
sensible.
on to the main server and see how much gold I left Dirty Dog.
Yeah, that doesn't make it better for him and his arm.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Kill Teal.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between pranks and pranks, isn't there? I mean, pranks where people die or real stuff gets destroyed are different to people sort of, hiding a chicken dispenser in your
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
Or having something that goes bing.
Thank you
I
for
mean-
giving me ideas for pranks.
Well, we
Oh, see, I got
also
the best
built a
one for
chicken
season 3
dispenser
now for Bella.
and with the goat.
Oh.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just everything just, I don't know. I think because it's me, Dark gets a bit excited, like he did with the spider heads on season 1, which take ages to mine, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I actually tried it. I apologize for that one too.
No
We
worries.
didn't think about that. I helped him, you know that.
Yeah. You just stay
Yeah,
out of
that was
trouble,
bad.
don't you?
But with the goat, the idea was to help you after that to clean it up. But you
So the one thing,
told us
whatever you
after
whatever
you
you
already
tell me-
cleaned it, that was bad.
There you go.
Well,
I was just saying, if you use something, maybe use something that's easy mine. Like if you have a hoe and it's leaves
Obsidian.
or something.
Obsidian,
No, not
yeah.
obsidian.
Basically,
That's
Agree with Cal.
obsidian.
Obsidian.
Alright.
3,000 blocks. of obsidian.
under my opinion is if you do a prank, you should still be if you prank someone, you are also responsible to help them clean it up.
Yeah.
yeah, well, that was the point. But you can't know if I'll be available at the moment that he logs on.
Yeah,
So
Bella got it done
He
quick.
also said, yeah, exactly. He just started cleaning it and said, dudes, that wasn't cool. I cleaned it up, and then and I was at home.
Yeah.
But
To
we
be
need-
fair, I would have just left it like I did with the spider heads, but I actually specifically went on just to film that building, So I had to get rid of it before I could film it in that little time frame. So that's why it was just... Anyway, let's leave that.
Yeah.
We'll just do a pranks list and we'll do a yes or no for ticks. And then everybody knows and there's no questions asked, is there, later on? Although there's always grey areas, as we know.
I was listening until now, actually, and you already almost you're done with the shopping topic and district shopping and stuff like that. I said it once, but I want to say it again.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say what a shopping district is.
Exactly.
Go on, Count.
You don't have to buy at the beginning. Like, we do something, we put stuff there, and it's equal. If you don't have the diamonds right now, just take what you need. It's something for the content, not more. This is a place that everybody brings something in there for all to use. The diamonds and stuff is a content thing. It's not important. It's equal. That's you take it all.
Yeah.
But what I noticed that another server does, and I don't want to say the name because David hates that. They go at the beginning and just grind amounts of diamond for the whole damn season. That means the diamonds will after that go from one player to another and stuff like that. It's like a circle. We just go, we get amount of diamonds, and then that's it with that. The rest is just taking the resources that you need.
Yeah,
and
but
we can actually... Well,
I was just going to say, early game, like I mentioned before when you was just listening, early game, sure, on season 1, the little village at the start, it actually worked really well, and it brought everybody sort of together in that area. And I honestly think for early game, where there's no need to have shops for iron or for bloody stone or whatever, I just think that would work quite well.
Okay.
But well, it's not my decision.
The idea
we're going to
making
discuss
a
it.
list. I'm making a list of that means we start. One person goes and finds a village as fast as possible. Is like makes librarians with the books that we need for a pickaxe, for example. Yeah, and stuff like that, like breaking, mending, fortune,
Unmending.
the whole thing. Everything. So one person concentrates on that, and then supplies everybody with the books. We don't really pay diamonds or something like that. It's like the community thing. That's what you actually mean, but in another idea with the village. Just at the beginning, we help each other to step on our feet quickly as possible. And then we move this shopping district like a place that everybody brings resources. And it's stupid for everyone to make a shop selling 10 different blocks or whatever it is. And the next one sells 5 of them and 5 from the third shop. That's stupid. We can make a list who is getting responsible for what resources. And then that's how the shopping district. It's not important who's rich and who's not. It's important that everybody brings, because we have the power of the people. We are a lot. So if everyone brings specific thing the whole time in the shopping district, it will be perfect for the content creation. You don't lose time to grind. That's the point of the whole thing. So I would say at the beginning we do it, as you said, like communal. It's equal if it's a village or just everybody's doing something, giving the pickaxes, and somebody's grinding the diamonds, someone is doing the books and stuff like that. And then we go and do whatever we have to do.
Yeah, like we
for
said.
it to
Okay.
function.
I'm joking.
I was listening.
Right. Yeah, but yeah. Well, we can discuss sort of the details, can't we? Through Discord. It's just obviously it was quite frustrating last time with the shopping district.
That was a fair.
Mods.
That was a fail.
I am
Mods.
popping over to my phone right now.
Okay.
Basically, I'm getting ready to head out, unfortunately. But I'm
Alright,
going to
no
actually
worries.
stay on the...
Not like that, you're not.
Hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I can now. You sound like you're underwater.
Oh, as well.
Sounds good.
Probably a little bit better now because my headphones are vibration sensitive only, and they are muffled by my headphones. Other headphones. Okay. I do love the idea of early game where we try to get everyone the books they need and the materials they need early on in the game. Later on, though, you can, instead of just giving the books away after people, this is after everyone's set up, though.
Yeah.
After everyone's set up, then go for
Yeah.
joking content.
No, but that's fine, yeah. And once everyone's got the gear and stuff, then that's fine, but it's just the early game part, and again it just gets everyone working together and it creates that community rather than everyone going separately miles away and then just bringing stuff to sell at your own shop and never actually seeing another person.
Yeah.
We can build a library in the shopping district, and everybody pays an amount for the whole season to use it.
That's one good way.
Technically.
The diamonds
Right.
has gone to the count's head in this season.
You pay a stack of diamonds once, and you just use the whole
You're on about later, yeah?
library and stuff like that. Or you take some books at the beginning and say, hey, I'll pay later.
Like a subscription library. Like a membership fee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
And even in the beginning, you take what you need, and then you said, hey, I'll pay later. Yeah, he won't be mad. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, also, there's always kind of, service swaps as well. I mean, if you're not a redstoner, you might have other skills that you can give. Like, I know Count build a lot of things for people. I mean, I know he does everything, but I mean, you also kind of paid back by building stuff for people.
Yeah.
And that's really important as well. Giving each other jobs is really fun because it gives you good content because you're automatically doing something with somebody else.
Yeah, the interactions are important. Also, if somebody makes a service, for example, I don't need it, but I'll go and I'll order one for the whole thing. That's the idea.
Right, let's move on from that anyway. Because we're going back to where we started. And we've got loads. Right, Seb's asking about mods. He's asking about invisible armor. Is there one?
That's the English band mod from Vanilla.
I can't really hear you. Well, there is one.
What do you mean? You mean the one that we already have?
No, he's on about invisible armor mods. So, not the armor stands. He's on about invisible armor. There is one, but I don't know. We can vote on that.
Oh, that would basically allow. Go ahead.
Yeah, we don't all have to use it if he wants to use it.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of the invisible armor. I think the whole point of the invisible armor is that obviously, if you're on screen, you want to show your skin rather than your armor.
Yeah, I understand that as well. It's not a bad idea.
But
it's something we can vote about. We can add it. People can use it if they want to, but they don't have to.
It's not essential.
But we're not going to be adding stuff like that. He's gone on then to say about gold fences and calcite stairs and terracotta walls, stuff like that.
No.
We're not going to be doing all that because it's modded, completely modded. Then
that's getting very modded.
Yeah, that's what too much should be. Yeah.
This part's a good point. Obviously, we've mentioned the area at the start where we're gonna help each other out, but then we need to make sure when we're building our mega bases or whatever you want to call them, that we are a fair distance away from each other, and we can discuss distances and stuff, but any massive farms, like I've already discussed, just need to be out of the way so they're not always getting loaded in. And we can discuss distances at a later time, really.
For the actual bases, as groups, individuals, as individuals, we should talk to other people, see if they want to build with us as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
Instead, it's like,
yeah, people can do
like
that. People can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed when we were on Raiders that, everybody was like, we had these groups and everybody was not that far away from each other.
Mhm.
But then we went over to, other people who had, sorry?
Sorry to interrupt you. You can do this yourself if you want to play with it. We already have a group actually that will be playing together, and I think there is another one with Dirty Dog, Panda.
You've got to remember as well, if you're 1,000 blocks apart in the Nether, that is nothing. So it might seem a far distance, at first, but when we're in the Nether, it's not far at all.
Yeah.
I just don't want people to end up on top of each other if they don't want to be.
Yeah.
I think what it means is that it's important that we try this season to interact more with each other, because there was a lack of that.
Yeah.
This season.
This season, yeah.
So making groups, building together and doing stuff together will be.
Honestly, I know you don't like hearing about it, but as daft as you think it was, that crown little thing that went on in season 1 helped a lot.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Thanks.
What did you do?
Basically, it was like this: if you had the crown on your head, people could kill you at any time. But it didn't sort of go that way, because Count sort of got the crown, and then we all went after Count. But then he hid it, and all sorts happened. But it lasted a while, and it was fun. We ended up having like different.
I think there were like hints and really where it could be urgent.
I think that's the sort of thing that on Hermitcraft Green is kind of the social engineer who kind of keeps the content going and keeps the whole structure of it going. He always comes up, somebody on Hermitcraft always comes up with something that gels the whole community together, whether it's whether it's pranks or Easter egg hunts or stuff like that. And I think these things are really important to keep the content coming and to keep people together.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Like the crown thing was like a baby mycelium resistance. What happened back then? Like it started small and it escalated something big with chasing and hiding and
setting up traps and stuff like that, and who's actually got the crown.
Was something like this.
Darkmaster Gaming and stabbed in the back.
I tell you deserved to die back then. I didn't do it on purpose. I was killing everything that moved. Just if it moves, it dies. But yeah.
But yeah, we need to look for stuff that's going to get everybody sort of involved, which leads us actually on to Workworks' message and just what we've been talking about. Anyone starting a village in season 3, so he wants close neighbours. So it is open. We're saying stay a certain distance apart, but if people do want to neighbour up, if they want to build together or whatever, that you're more than welcome to do that.
Mm-hmm.
This will be fun. I'm pretty excited about that. Workworks and Dark, I think we can. I don't think there is a secret or something like this. It will be me, Workworks, Dark, Twix, and Equo play building together base playing together, stuff like that. And that's the point. First of the idea is to what was to have somebody there for his beginning and stuff like that, because we all know it's easier when you talk with somebody than when you talk to yourself when you record. I know I hate it still, and it's difficult. And this escalated to a pretty good plan, so I'm pretty excited about that. Even if we make some farms in the base, stuff like that, they will be with a on-off switch. They're not activated the whole time, but I think
So I say that
probably
we'll have like a central meeting spot where we can trade goods and all that. Early on, it will be pretty much free, and then around that central spot, we can group up together, like count me twixt two equal plays with Force is doing, or have different groups around that central spot.
Yeah.
talking about the servers in
If
general,
people,
or
I'm wondering about if people want to do that. Obviously, there's Seb's already said he wants to just do something on his own, which is absolutely fine.
he wants to be alone. Yeah. Just and I understand that.
So that actually leads us onto this part here. That Dippy said, should we split into groups? Which isn't. I actually quite like that idea, kind of, but I don't think we should do it where people feel like they have to do that.
No, we
Mhm.
could do it, but you
Okay.
don't have to do it.
Yeah, it should be up to the person. Even in Raiders of the Craft, we had that one chicken master that I'd never seen. And just being in the group, I was like, okay, should I make content with him? Because I have never seen him.
Yeah.
Even on my intro video for that, I had his picture being a turtle, an actual live turtle, because yeah.
Yeah, Turtle was not really. Well, he
Yeah.
ended up doing content with other people, but he was streaming and he was going through a really rough time at home as well. So it was.
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah.
talking about this before, about if we make groups, there should be like Hermitcraft is the same thing. People are like close to each other if their time zones are close to each other. They're not really chaotically mixed the whole map. So if you wanna make a group or something, you have to really take a look when the other people are playing, if that's what your content is going to be, like interactions. Because with Twix and equal play, we don't really meet each other the whole time, but often enough, and it's more
Mhm.
about building and stuff. They don't need my help. They're awesome builders anyway, so this will work anyways. But if you're gonna
Mhm.
play with someone, ask him, but take care about the time zones. It won't work otherwise, and you
Well,
really
in personal
don't have
lives too, because if you're
also,
third
yeah,
shift, your
well,
time zone doesn't
this-
matter anymore.
that but the life sometimes surprises.
Yeah. Coordination is the
You
key
can't
word
afford.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, the key word
communication,
too is
exactly.
not communicate. Well, yeah, that too.
Oh, right.
Coordination, communication. Because hell, I know being here in Japan is a pain in the butt sometimes to group up with people, and yeah,
Yeah, time zones could be chaotic.
I've never been in Japan. I have no idea, but I know you're a lot of people there.
that's why
I don't think
I'm
that was his point.
And, given advance notice, I'm available even at 3 a.m. for some things. And I was doing that for about a month straight while doing a mini 5 days quest thing, and that was really killer. Something.
Well, I'm just going through Dippy's, and actually we've covered quite a lot of it already, which is good. So we're talking about the right things. Communal projects for special occasions like Halloween and Christmas. Yeah, absolutely. I think it would be a great idea. I did it when I was on the Interrealms. We did a Halloween area, a Halloween district. Everybody built like a Halloween building, or I did like a horror house with traps and stuff like that. And then we actually got Spudetti to come on, and he judged the builds, and
Oh, that's brilliant.
I won. But yeah, and
Wow.
so yeah, we did that. But yeah, it was good. It was great, and everybody got involved in it. So yeah, but you do need to plan it well in advance. I will say that.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing that up now, because if we start now, I mean, it'll be July, August, September, October. That's only 3 months. That's not that long.
Mhm.
And if you've got your own projects working on, I mean, the first month will be setting up and kind of getting all the basics and stuff, and you know, establishing what you actually want to do, and then then before you know it, it'll be close to October, and you'll be going like, damn it, I haven't got any time for this now.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we announce it early on and say we are going to do something for Halloween, we will set aside an area and we will do something like that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, encourage people to make mini games for Halloween or something, and then have a real Halloween party, or I don't know, do spooky surprises. I don't know. There's a multitude of things we could do. We can always kind of collect ideas from Discord, but I think these kind of group events, they gel the community together.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good idea, and I would say it's something we definitely need to do this time.
How should we do it? Like, do we find a volunteer for every occasion who wants to build something, and everybody participate, or like everybody builds something? This would be almost impossible.
No, I think you can. No, I think
everybody.
people can choose
No,
whether they
you
can
just-
take part or not. But if it's there and somebody starts working on it, then somebody else will start working on it. And it's just
Yeah,
a
no,
case
I mean the main thing, like it's a building that, and like what Juni did, season 1 about.
Oh, yeah,
Halloween,
with the
like,
decorating
the
and
decoration,
stuff.
the whole building, stuff like that, with a game, for example.
Mhm.
So we have a
Mhm.
volunteer that wants to do this for
With
Halloween. We have a
parents.
volunteer that wants to do
Because
something
with
for Christmas. We have a volunteer
We-
that wants to do something for
We need decked out.
I don't know. Yeah,
You're,
so
you're
we can do
very,
it like
very
this.
slightly ambitious there.
Yeah, I'm not volunteering. I'm not technical enough for that.
You can have them all, but you have worked
we can-
like, yeah, a lot.
Treasure hunt or something like that, you know.
A DP would be great for Halloween. So
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Q's she has.
Thank you, yeah. God, I've just changed my mind about you.
Oh,
me and
I
Disney
meant
are
the
nice
building
guys.
skills, not.
Yeah, just keep digging, keep digging. It's not getting any better.
David, stop doing intrigues between us.
But yeah, that's something we definitely need to do. And obviously the head competition, which you've put underneath, that could tie in with it, couldn't it? It's again, I think people, you know, I'm definitely going to try this time to. I actually spoke to Count about this briefly, but I'm going to try and do more games where everyone can get involved. And because that's what my focus is going to be this time. I'm not bothered about massive buildings. I just want to get everybody sort of coming together and staying interested, not getting bored, as Seb says.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to comment on that. I think we cleared that topic long time ago.
Yeah, but I'm gonna.
If
But
you think you can do it, then yeah.
no, yeah, but I would like other people to try and do similar. Count. I'm not just saying me, but it is something I am specifically going to focus on myself to try and, you know, make little mini games and stuff like that because I enjoy it myself.
I'd love to help you with that, because that's the sort of thing that I really enjoyed too. My mini games are never very technical. Always a bit daft, but yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if it's technical or not. It's
Fun.
bringing us together, having some fun and some kind of competition and places.
Yeah.
Like that. As long as you have ideas, you're still better
with
than
mini,
ideas, you're still better than me.
yes, with mini games, it's easy that one person like me can be redstone genius, make this awesome game with flashes and whatchamacallits, and somebody who is good at design easily make some kind of maze or something like that doesn't require redstone.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, Darkmaster did that
Well-
in season 1. He made a big maze, and then for like little bits of a timer to you had to press a button, then the timer went off, and you had to get through a door before it shut. And he just asked
And I broke
me and Count to do to help with the redstone, and then that was it, and it was done. And it was actually a really good
Yeah, in
maze.
season 3, I would like a couple of people's help with the maze runner because in season 2, that wasn't complete. So yeah.
Actually, David did it. I went and broke the whole thing because I thought I know how to do it, and I didn't. So he had to do it again.
Yeah, that did happen, but I was going to give you some
That's
credit.
what he means with he asked us and we did it. Yeah. Broke the whole thing.
How long will the season run for? Here we go.
We need
That's a
the
great
topic of the next
Well,
version.
I don't know. You know, I initially thought we could run it until the next update. Now, the problem is obviously with Mojang or Minecraft, whoever runs it or owns it now, they never tell you when that's going to be. So, how long will it be? 6 months, or maybe longer? When will the next update be?
Okay, we can make it open, like the idea. For example, make bases and stuff like that. We were talking a lot together, the group that we are going to play together.
Mhm.
So what we're doing is like a city with a keep or castle, something like that, expanding the whole time. If the
Okay.
season ends, then it ends and it's done. If it doesn't end,
Yeah.
we expand. Or
Well,
like it's
what-
the idea more futuristic. The thing is, if there is gonna be like an end update or something that we don't have to restart or reset, then
Yeah.
we can stay longer. You were talking about
Mhm.
boredom,
Mhm.
but I really think that first the boredom comes when end of the season comes, because a lot of us know, okay, I can't do much more,
Yeah.
or people are not
Still in
playing
the end, might
anymore,
end the zone.
and stuff like that, and that kills it. If we continue playing, we can always make a meeting like this and come up with ideas about roleplay, pranks, competitions, and stuff like that, just to bring it back.
Mhm.
If
Okay.
we work on it, we can do it. So we don't have to have a date for now. We need to know what kind of update it will be. And if it's a new dimension update, which I'm 90% sure it will be a dimensional update, not the overworld, something else.
Why are you sure about that?
I'm not.
I'm pretty sure they're
I'm
gonna add in.
I'm not 90% sure. There's too much stuff. First, the end wasn't updated like a long time. Second, the portal that is staying in the by the warden and stuff like that. Something will be there. I don't know if it be a new dimension or they will upgrade the end, or I don't know what it will be. But
Yeah.
what will they do more? Like they did a lot for the overworld in the last years, too much, and there is stuff like the end that's been behind for years. So
I see them
have to
adding a
see.
new dimension before they do an update.
So for me, I think that the next thing they're going to work on is updating the deserts, because that ties when the archaeology ties in with the bags a little bit, and that right there, they've already announced that they're doing archaeology. It's just moving on the back. I
It's
think the
really
next
difficult.
actual update would be the desert.
Next
It's
update will be what?
it's hard to hear you, Mad Hatter. It's I heard archaeology and not much more.
Oh,
Next
okay.
update
There
can
was
just be a
something
desert
different,
update.
Could be.
yeah. There was. If
Any
it's
better?
just a desert update, it. Yeah.
Anyway,
We can
They have
continue
had
playing, we can
mods
find a
that
way
they
to-
haven't added yet, like in the Arcadia one, the Tolmites. I mean, there's still a lot they haven't added that they have on the back burner.
so we'll leave it
My
then.
idea is to try to keep the server running for two
For 2
and see
updates.
how that goes.
Right, well we'll try for that. We'll try for that then. If there's a big change in the overworld, or if it's going to affect people
Then we have to
massively,
reset.
then we'll change it. So we'll try and run it for the 2 updates. If it goes stale, then we'll have to have a conversation again about what we do. Yeah?
Question.
Yeah.
Better now?
Say
A little
something.
bit better.
This is the Mad Hatter speaking. Testing my mic. 2, 1, 2.
That was good.
It was better.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I think it's the desert because they've already added they've already announced that they're working on archaeology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can we add the new stuff from the update to our server without resetting it?
Not in
Like
loaded
with
blocks.
mods or
Only
plugins?
blocks that haven't been loaded.
So
No, I mean
we
like with plugins or something like that.
like 4,000 to 5,000 blocks out. Anything after that could be the new content from the new update.
Hmm.
Using the nether. Or we can reset chunks maybe?
Well, I mean, what we did in our world was we just had what do you call it? One of those, what do you call those teleport thingies? A command block. Yeah, we had a command block that just took you to a very, very far away that hadn't been explored, so that if you wanted to, you could carry on with your old stuff, but you could also, kind of quickly zap over to the new stuff.
I would more like reset. I can take a look if you can reset biomes, if that's
Mhm.
possible. Not just chunk reset, but like biomes. Something like this.
Mhm.
So nobody building
if
the
you
desert.
choose the desert. Yeah, nobody build in the desert. If
Right, we'll,
that's the update, nobody build in the desert.
we'll just have
I
to
mean,
see.
they're gonna be in the
Just
deep
to see.
dark war, the Woodland Mansion. In the end.
Yeah, you stay with us.
We'll just have to
No.
wait and see. Right, let me have a look. Where are we going at?
I'll be right back,
Bit
guys.
longer.
Just 2 minutes.
Reading. Okay.
Oh, one thing that I was going to bring up, can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is communication, not just with our teammates, but with everyone. Like, these open mics are good, and definitely, how often do we have them right now?
Well, it's we were aiming to have one sort of every other month, so every 2 months or so.
Yeah, I know on the NomadCraft server, I think they do it every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
which might be a little too much.
I don't think we would need to do it every 2 weeks.
I would love to have it every month where... Yeah, I'd love to have it every month where we could communicate, plan for that month and try to work together on stuff, get... basically understand where everyone is, both in the game and fit mentally.
Well, we can definitely try it. He's drowning again.
And, and one thing that I would love to have is workshops. Like the video I showed earlier, made an awesome video for me. But I also want to teach everyone how to use some automation programs like F this then that, to where if you post a video on YouTube, it'll automatically post onto the Nomad Twitter, social media stuff.
Yeah, well, you can definitely do stuff like that, mate. That's
This should be awesome. Just go and do it, dude. You don't have permission to help us. You do.
Did we get given the
If you can,
seed?
you do.
We can't hear you again.
So I'm on the Nandaska. the replay mod VIP list right now because they didn't take me off after Patreon, and I could easily get y'all the next stable release of replay.
Yeah, we
That's
did
what-
that once, but keep it low then. If you're gonna do something like this, like more in private chats, talking about it much, it's not cool. But we did it once, like
Yeah,
we
counted it.
open. But that's not the best thing to do because those people actually credit. They're working for us for free. So sad.
Huh?
So if you're gonna help somebody with
Credit.
that, just keep it on the low.
On the low. Okay, let's move on.
Stop bugging me.
Eh? Which flavour of Minecraft? Which flavour?
Yeah, I like the fabric.
Oh, that
I
was
like the
lucky.
fabric
I
flavor.
think
That's smooth.
Fabric's flavor
I think-
is my favorite flavor. Fabric.
Tangerine
strawberry.
cream. I go with
Uh,
tangerine cream. That's the flavor I would like.
Okay, fabrics with the cream. Okay, fabrics. A little bit fabrics on it.
Probably fabric, I would say.
He was muted. He was muted until now, but he couldn't keep it. He should say that, so he muted his mic.
Yeah,
I was just eating a candy bar.
We've done
Oh,
it.
that chocolate was so great.
Obviously, it's been on fabric, so I think we just stick to fabric. We've got no plans to do the Bedrock Java thing at the moment. I don't think we need to do that. And fabric sort of worked. It's what I know better, to be honest, as well. So that's the main reason.
From my
But
experience, the best plugins and mods and stuff, they work better in fabric.
yeah, so we'll just
It's
stick
the
to
most
fabric.
professional now for now, so we. Right.
Will the seed be published? Yes, it will. Like I said before, just obviously use it wisely. Don't use it to ruin the game for people. Don't use it to find what they called.
That worked good
Strongholds.
this season, I think.
Yeah, it was fine this season.
Yeah, I had concerns, you too, but I think it worked pretty good.
Yeah, I never once used it, but I understand people
I don't know
want
if
to.
anybody used it really. For
I mean,
something else
I-
than using finding a biome that
Spawn
you
Mountain.
needs or something like that.
Spawn.
Yeah, one or two biomes, and then like Spawn Mountain.
Yeah.
I wound up using it to fit everything in, but
I use the time chunks.
Say that again.
I used it to find slime chunks myself.
Ah, okay. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
It saves time. If you're using it for that saving time, it is how it is. You don't
Yeah.
even have to hide it from your audience or something like that. It's understandable. Stuff that you can tell the people, it's fine.
Yeah,
Stuff that
exactly.
You won't tell the people, don't do it.
Yeah. Exactly that. Which data packs will be activated? Oh, there's a lot. Well,
It's
is there
the
a lot?
same.
The same, basically. But he won't know which ones we've already got. It'll
No,
just
I
be
don't
the same.
The season.
We've got
can-
mob heads.
Don't think the
I can't remember off the top of my head. I will get a list for you though, and I will post it.
Oh,
The
fantastic.
one mod pack that I was surprised we had that I didn't know until like several months into me being on the server was the Elytra chestplate mod.
I was
Yeah.
sure about that.
love that one.
Oh yeah.
Actually, nobody
tell me about
knew
that.
it. Like Dark Master found out this season that it's possible, and we had it season 1 also. And I found it
We didn't have it in season one.
when yes, we did.
Yeah,
That's when
Count
I
showed
found
me
it
in
when
season 1.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't
when,
this season that I started using it. It was season 1 count.
It was the fly fight when I got the crown, and
that
then
makes sense.
Cupsy's elytra was in the chest that I brought the stuff there, and there was strange stuff standing there, like a lot of enchantments and something in yellow. And what?
Okay, so do we
Yeah.
want that one on there still?
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Okay.
Very handy.
The extra protection on the wings is great. I love it.
Yeah.
So
You don't have
Oh,
to change.
I'll have to find out what that is. That sounds really interesting.
I'm very curious now because that sounds like something I want to put on the family server.
That's cheating.
Crash
to
Panda
be
said
honest,
in-game
but
he
it's
loves
a
that
small
mod.
cheat. It's like a small cheat.
It's a
not that
life
big
convenience,
cheat.
but also the armor I gave you, Dippy, should have it on it.
There you
Oh,
go.
cool. Okay.
You just throw the elytra and your chest plate on an anvil. Just throw it
Yeah.
over
And you
it, and they
combine them.
combine together. Yeah. That's
Oh, that is
Oh,
so cool.
uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That
Um,
is seriously cool. Okay.
which version of voice chat will be used? It will be whichever one is live when
The
we
newest version.
set it up. So it'll be the latest version. They'll have definitely got that up and running by the time we start season 3. So it'll be probably the first or the second version of 1.19. But everything with mods or everything you're going to need, it'll all be put in a file. So you'll be able to just literally get it from there. So you'll have exactly the same version as everybody else. As long as you do that, voice chat will work. I hope.
Yeah.
And
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But
Will there be a shopping
you
district?
know, if you
and
install the
anything to
newest
do with
version,
audio
we are
on a
not
Mac
using
is
the newest.
interesting.
Oh, right. Okay. Audio
Oh.
problems.
Yeah.
Will there be a shopping district? The $1 million question.
Well, we discussed that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, we've talked enough about that, so
Yes.
that's
We have.
disregard.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
Right.
Don't have a shopping district. Just don't take it like
The intention
business
behind the
thing.
question was not so much about wanting one; it was just for information purposes.
Yeah.
All right, it's the question about that everyone has. It's like just it's the shopping district is not to get rich, it's to help the others. That we have to be wise and really smart and separate the work between all of us. So again, we have the greatest power, and that's people. All of us bringing something there, make the life and then the content creation from everybody easier. That's the point of it. Even that started with NomadCraft, I think. I can imagine that it started there, and I'm pretty sure that was the idea. The diamonds are for content, nothing else. Content.
Okay. Count.
Don't laugh. I have to say it 10 more times.
It is.
Now we should.
It's true. It's true.
It went
Right.
so wrong this season. I need to say it that all.
So, right. So that's all the points covered. That's been written down. Does anyone have any questions now, or anything they want to discuss whilst we're all here?
There is a stupid question. Is there on Discord voice chat? Deep I was here.
You
I
are.
couldn't. I had to read. That. Okay. No, my concerns are about the shopping district. This.
No questions then.
Tom.
Hello?
Questions, Tommy.
Will you be a mob boss in season 3?
No.
Or are you gonna run for president, Bella?
No.
No, he'll be Disney. He'll be Disney himself.
Yeah.
Do we want something like a mayor or something like that?
I think we can leave the idea for the time, and if somebody starts something.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
possibility.
like a post
isn't it?
office.
Yeah. We don't have to decide that. If you want to do something like this, just do it. Just don't copy what. Yeah.
We're nomads. Wouldn't it be more like a chieftain rather than a mayor?
The only thing I will say is obviously we're going to get ideas and stuff from NomadCraft and any other sort of things that you do see. I would just say just don't copy it exactly how it is.
No.
Yeah. because there's nothing worse, really. And to be fair,
And
we
we
can't
Yeah.
do we can't do
No,
as good as them. So
we can have somebody
No,
take
no,
it
I'm not
over.
asking about. I'm not asking about this because of Hermitcraft. I'm asking about this because we had a mayor before Hermitcraft had a mayor on Catlord. So we actually, we actually had a mayor even before they had a mayor. So,
I don't even know if they've got a mayor. I couldn't even tell you.
It was something.
Happens often that we plan something or have something and then the hermits do it and it kills it for us because people know more
Yeah.
Hermitcraft. It's like the potion shop that I was planning to do with Dark, and I wanted people
I'm
to
still
travel
transporting that Shoko box to spawn.
with a sugar hitting you and stuff like that. And at some point, Grian did this like 2 months after me planning it, and it kills it somehow. Because if somebody watched my video, they said,
Yeah.
"Dude,"
And they go
that's
like,
not
you've
your
been
idea.
copying green, yeah.
Yeah, that's not your idea, and it's yeah.
So if you have an
No,
idea,
that sucks.
Had it before that or not?
so if you do have a great idea, get it done.
Don't tell the
Exactly.
hermits.
Yeah, don't tell them it's
I'll make sure I won't ring my friend B-Dubs and tell him about anything we've said here.
No.
I
Oh,
promise.
it was you the whole time. Yeah, say hi from Count. Tell him hi.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I don't know. He's been, he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I don't know what I've done.
Counts
Oh
hero.
no. Oh no.
Okay, Doja, my Michael clear now? Okay.
Sorry?
There's one that has been said in the realm of writers. Whenever you think of an idea, whenever you think. Alright, shush my thing. Second.
No, we can't hear you.
Okay,
No.
testing. Any better?
Yeah,
Alright, that's a
loads
little
better.
bit better.
Okay, so there is one thing that we writers have learned in college, that no matter how fancy your story is, no matter how elaborate you think it is, the Simpsons have already done it.
That's true.
There is
That-
all of the story plots that we could think of, all of the gimmicks, gags, and pranks. Somebody has also done it before. We just got to make it our style.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't directly copy
So-
people.
Yeah, don't go build a damn octagon or shit like that.
If somebody wants to do something about a shopping district and mayor, just do it. For example, go take it over. Say,
Yeah, be
I'm the
mayor.
king now here.
And it'll
Something like this,
naturally
not-
it'll create stories doing it that way. You know, if suddenly there's a mayor that's in charge, then obviously there's going to be an angry creeper that's not happy. So
opposition.
there's going to be it'll create stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. Actually, this will become something.
So yeah, if you've got the idea, just go for it, and then
Okay.
people can jump on it if they want to.
You will be making posters and stuff. Just put it everywhere. DP is the new ruler. And,
Yeah, exactly.
You have
I
to pay,
don't want to rule anybody. I am so rubbish at that sort of stuff. No, thank you.
we're gonna explode you right away, anyways. But somebody else will take the thrones.
It's a new Joni move.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you could
Oh,
just
you
do
said-
outrageous things. It's fine. It doesn't have to be actual government.
No, yeah, exactly.
Today's
Okay.
National Chicken Day.
National Chicken Day. Oh, I think National Chicken Day is definitely my style. That would definitely be my style. National Chicken Day. I could do
That would be National KFC Day.
Crash Panda just asked, but there'll be a PvP area.
There can be if he wants to create one. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, but whatever you do, if it's not your base and stuff like that, people try to connect yourself with somebody else. Just we have to try to make more interactions with each other.
Yeah, I think we're not going to have a specific area for PvP. It's not like the fan server where it's no PvP. We've got PvP turned on, actually. But but we don't go around killing each other out of courtesy. So there doesn't have to be a PvP area as such. But if someone wants to build like a stadium or whatever, or they want to have a fighting ring, a fight club underground, whatever they want to do, then of course you can do whatever ideas you've got.
Fight Club, that would be awesome.
Speaking about fighting, PvP, and that stuff, this season I think we have all killed Dirty Dog multiple times.
I killed him a couple of times, yeah.
As long as he's okay with
annoying.
it, it's good.
Hold on. Do I have to go kill him so I'm part of this club or something?
Yeah.
Right? I'm left out.
You just go next to him, he will annoy you, and then you kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He likes that sort of thing, right?
I skipped step 2. That's my problem.
Oh, I can't wait for him to listen to all that.
But that's the thing. As long as he's okay with it, then we could continue. But let's not make anything that would make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, of course it. But no, you know, don't you? You wouldn't just go and kill somebody not knowing them. So if you have to have the conversation, then have a conversation. But you can read people. Like, I don't know. It comes naturally to me. You don't go around fighting people.
Yeah.
It happens naturally, or it just doesn't happen. It's not a PvP server, so if you want scheduled fights, then yes, make an arena or something, make a ring, whatever.
Yeah, and if 5 people come around you,
if you don't feel comfortable driving, you shouldn't be driving it. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Well said.
But don't just go around killing people.
Yeah. Unless we do a headhunt event.
Yeah, but then again, you're signing up to. If you do an event like that, all you have is a book. Everyone that's names on it has signed up to it. Anybody that hasn't, you can't touch. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think that's always good when you have something where people sort of opt in.
Yeah, and we can do all that either in game on a book, or we can do it on Discord. Either way,
like how you set up the fights in season 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't
content-wise, we should do it on server. Yeah. For records, we should do it on Discord.
That doesn't sound good.
I think for content-wise, we should do it on the server itself. And for record keeping, we should keep a list as well on Discord.
Yeah, we can do that.
That makes a lot of sense.
But this season there won't be much new people, and basically we know.
I don't know. Does
like Twix and Equal Play are out of killing and stuff like that?
Well,
like this. We don't do it.
You say that, but I've seen them fight, so.
Yeah, because
I would say it would depend upon the
that could also be because it's an all-wheel drive, so it could be something with a drivetrain. Yeah.
Was it a driving example?
Difficult to
know.
If we list it, there's no confusion, is there? The same with the pranks, same with PvP, same with everything. If we list it, there's no confusion then, and people aren't going to get upset.
So, take the other car and then get back safely.
I'm open to killing. I'm open to everything. You can kill me, you can explode me, you can do whatever you want.
Okay,
noted.
Just make schematics of my base if you're gonna explode it. So we can recover it after that. Otherwise, I'm pretty open to it's a game after all for me. So let's go do some content. Sequel what?
Jumping back over to the farm topic we had earlier about people using other people's farms. Some farms that are made are sometimes very complicated. You could ask Crazy, or I think it was Raven, when I showed them how to use my nether wood farm. They were very confused at the beginning and almost broke it.
No, I was more talking about like an iron farm or anything where you just AFK. So literally, in an iron farm, you just have to stand there. Or in a gold farm, you just have to stand there. I don't mean anything else. Then yeah, explain it. At the end of the day, we're not going to need netherwood within the first few weeks. Or we shouldn't, anyway.
No.
Not to big amounts. So I was more sort of referring to like early game with that.
Raven said,
farms,
"Oh,
iron
I
farms."
never touched it. LOL. I won't touch any redstone if I don't understand."
Yeah, exactly.
They're listening right now. That's why.
What I will just
break stuff.
what I will just touch on whilst we was talking about PvP and stuff like that, if there is any sort of issue with anything which happens on the server, before you post it in like the general or the server chat or whatever, please just either private message the person, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, please private message either me, Count, Twix, or whoever, before you make it a public thing and before there's a big falling out for everybody and the world to see.
Exactly, because they're
That's
often
very, very
misunderstandings.
sensible.
I
Really
think this goes for both the main
misunderstandings,
server and the fan server.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Well, Count could deal with the fan server.
I didn't understand what he said.
Oh dear.
But yeah, so just literally message the person privately or message anybody else privately before you put it on out there.
You
because
can message me because better we had a headache again.
it's very often just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, always.
I don't think there's one person on this server who is malicious, and they wouldn't be on the server if there was. So, yeah, that's all I have to say with that, really.
No need for big drama before everything's really clear. Stuff like that. And it's always clear pretty fast if it goes in the right way.
Yep.
So we're here for that.
Is there anything else for the main server right now?
Anything else?
You can.
Like you can go. You can go, G.
Go.
We're done.
I was basically going to ask about that before I bring up the fan server. Now that I thought about it,
Oh right, okay.
No.
yeah, that's why I was asking if anybody has anything else for the main server as of now.
Not myself.
It's a
Not
bit
myself.
pushy, but anybody has questions?
Eh?
No.
Okay.
No.
And your turn.
Okay. So on the fan server itself, that server is mainly for the fans of all of the NomadCraft content creators.
Should I
And-
explain first what the idea is?
Yes, please.
Please do.
Yeah, okay. Because, dudes, we don't have a lot of fans. Okay? I have 100 subscribers, but I have a big family. Like, it's kind of the reverse way here. We'll try to put people there to play and stuff like that. Even people that has no idea who NomadCraft is, and try to convert them to fans. Like that's what I said.
Yeah.
The fan server for us is a place that we go and make competitions, interact with the players, do some fun stuff with them. Not for us to play there, make bases there, or just do our survival play. It's not the place for us. We have the NomadCraft server, and that's our place. And the fan server is where you go and just bond with people there. Just try to get more fans, stuff like that. To one day, maybe, like when somebody, at least one of us, has a lot of subscribers, it can work the other way. But that's what we need right now. Like people getting in there, interacting with us, said, he's a cool guy. He did that or that, and I'm gonna follow him. I'm putting right now, like every hour there is a message hosting the server, or go check the last video from Bella Gaming or DP or me or Dark or something like this. Every 1 hour, it will be a new message posted there, but you have to go and confirm with the players. It's not for us to make bases. It's not for us to make our survival play, or even if you're burning out and want to do something else, we can find a way. But this is not the place for that, in my opinion.
Do we
so.
don't have creative rights anymore over there, have we?
I think you do, but you will. If it's be my decision only, you will always have the you laugh because it went out of control because everybody was doing what they want, but
Okay.
that's not the point. You have the server. It's our server. It's not my server. It's not nobody's server. It's our server, like the nomads.
Yeah.
You go, and of course you have the rights. You just have to be smart what you're doing, because helping people sometimes with building stuff for them or something like that ruins the game.
No. What I'm thinking about is if you set up mini games and stuff like that, obviously, if you don't have a base over there, you don't have any resources. So how are you gonna
You
make
have
stuff
creative.
for the fans?
If you wanna
So
make a mini game for the people there, you'll be creative.
yeah, okay, that's what that was basically the question. So if you were
Yeah.
doing something for the community there, how would you get resources if you didn't set up a base over there?
You'll be creative, and you are
Okay.
not supposed to take part of the competition, probably.
Yes, of course not.
Yeah.
But you would
So
MC the competition if you
sure,
needed to.
You lead the whole thing. It's your idea.
Yeah. So cool. That's cool. Yeah. No, I didn't know how this thing how this thing was going to work, but it makes a lot of sense that we kind of interact with the people on there in some form or fashion and create our own. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's like World of Corral or something like that, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Never been there.
Yeah, it's exactly like World of Corrales. That in an ideal world, that is how it would work. And obviously, Corrales isn't on it a lot, but when he does go on it, there's a big hoo-ha about, oh wow, Corrales is on it.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing.
I mean, all the kind of the content creators who have got a certain number of followers have got some sort of world that they kind of sponsor, and people go on because they love these people and they want to be close to them. So
I had the idea doing the same thing for the count character, basically, but at some point we talked about NomadCraft needing work and going up, because there is a moment that we were going down. So I decided to concentrate this effort on NomadCraft and not on the count, because it will also help me. Right? It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah.
Matt,
no, I think it's a good idea.
Say something.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I think
You
it's
wanted
just.
to say something?
No, I think it's just his. You can hear his thing back.
Yeah. No, he started the topic. That's why.
Yeah. Basically, like some of you saw earlier, the globe I was building for season 3. I'm doing that on a different server that I have admin on, instead of just in a single player server. I'm doing it there because even though right now it's set in the middle of the void, in the middle of nowhere, where no one could actually find it if they're looking for it, I could still talk to the community and stuff like that, and still prepare for my season and stuff like that.
What's the question? I missed something. Notice. What's the question?
Now, basically, how I'm using creative on a different server to plot out my build for season 3 of Nomad.
Oh,
And
okay. Yeah, that wasn't
thinking
the
that
question.
if possible, we could also do that on the fan server out where people are nowhere near it.
I was
So,
thinking about
no,
this thing actually because we are going to be 5 people building a base and stuff like that, and I don't want to pay another server for us to be able to. And I was going actually to ask you if there is a way to make world borders, but in specific chunk radius. Like you can't enter the radius, but you can't get out. You can't enter it. Is that possible?
yes. That's just called barrier blocks.
Oh, okay. There was something with the.
What was you going to do that on,
Yeah.
Count?
Yeah, because we can go there and like in 10,000 blocks or something like that, and just make an
Are you on
area
about the
that
fan
we can.
server?
Yeah, we can use the fan server for us
It's for the
as long as it's
fans,
hidden
not
and
for us.
people the. I'm talking about like 10,000
I'm
blocks or something
winding
like
you
that.
up. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're a really, really difficult leader here.
I'm no leader.
um,
Hippie's the leader. Mayoress.
Do you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it's going the right way.
I'm
Oh,
taking
that's
over.
do you have
In my
world edits on the fan
season
server?
on my
No,
first season
with permissions we
on
can do that.
NomadCraft, I'm becoming the world leader. Everybody will have to wear pink and purple.
The
Just
great
so-
dictator
I mean-
is coming.
I mean,
Just so that that's understood. There's a color scheme.
after
The
this
purple
season,
buzz.
Code of Florists building candy shops, I'm in with the pink and purple. You try purple
Yeah,
once, there's no way back.
I know.
There's no way
That's-
back. Yeah.
You're the florist. You got that title now.
Yeah, you admitted it.
I tried purple and I can't go back. That's it.
Let your inner florist breathe. It's healthy.
Yeah, we can stop now.
Okay. So what was the question then?
Yeah, Mad
What-
Hatter, we can try to do this, but it should be in reasonable distance from the players, and you can work on some kind of barrier that people can't.
Do we have
But
world
I'm
edit
pretty
on the
okay
fan
with that.
server?
We can install that with permissions that only we can use. Should be fine.
That and also Core Protect to help people if somebody griefs their base.
Core Protect, I know, and I know it's pretty heavy. Because it's running all the time constantly and it's writing data all the time constantly, non-stop. As long as the server is on, everything's written in logs and stuff like that. I can give it a chance, but at the moment that we start promoting the server and people get in, it could be too heavy for the server because I'm not paying the expensive, the
That's
most
okay.
expensive. What's the name of that service that they offer? So for now, I know Core Protect is the best solution ever. I've tried it, I've used it. It's really great and it's really easy to handle and to read, but it's pretty heavy for a server. And that's why we have the comb thing there, and it'll be fine for now.
You touched on it just a little bit, but this brings up another point. Right now, I think you're holding. I don't know who's paying for the server, but I think we should all be able to. We should all chip in a little bit on it.
So we do it like this. You go to the NomadCraft Patreon, and if you want to help, you help with that. And that will give me the opportunity not to pay for NomadCraft, and I can concentrate my money on the fan server then. This will be help enough if you use the NomadCraft Patreon. And help with that.
As well.
Like
As soon as we get a budget from
$5 are...
the just start putting advertising in the game.
I didn't understand that.
Once we get actual a budget from that, we should start working on a advertisement plan to pay for a little bit of paid ads. Unfortunately, I had to say it, and try to get the content out there more.
I think that's a really good idea.
That's a good idea. David also had some ideas for sponsors before, said something about it, and I have some ideas about a fan server at the moment that it starts. But it will take some time. I need more people in there, people that will be constant, and then we will close it and like make something per month, like $5 or just once by registration or something like that. And all the money will go to NomadCraft and the server. The ideas are here, the plans are already here. We thought about this stuff.
Yeah,
But more ideas are always welcome, of course.
It's
don't get me
all
wrong.
the page. I mean, the Patreon's all set up to donate to. I mean, I'm putting in what I put in anyway, and regardless of what anyone puts into Patreon, I'll carry on putting that money in towards it. So anything else that anybody puts in will go straight into the NomadCraft pot, which then can be used for various things. And obviously we'll be having that discussion. I think obviously we could have the discussion as NomadCraft, but I think it would have to be sort of between the people that have actually put that money in. As much as I don't want it to go down that route, I think it would kind of have to.
I think as long as you put it transparent enough, it will be fine with everyone.
Yeah.
You don't have to make your...
Yeah, but obviously I don't want people thinking, you know, that they have to donate. This has been the thing from the start. That's why I never post the Patreon or anything like that. I don't want people to think that they have to donate and all the rest of it. And I don't want people that don't donate in NomadCraft to not get any rewards, if that makes sense.
No one will get a reward for donating. It's a thing that you do if you can, when you can, and that's it, and we're all fine with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Has anybody got access to? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I signed up to the Patreon, but I'm not really. I haven't really heard anything, so I don't know whether I've done it or not.
No, it's not.
Whether
I'll be right back.
Oh, it's not gone through because I did set it up and then I don't know.
I don't know what's happened.
I think
you have set it up to the right one, haven't you?
I don't know.
Oh, there's only one for us. But yeah, there's nothing come up, and at the moment it's only showing as the count on there at the moment. So
okay, in that case I will have to sort that out pretty quickly, because I asked about that a couple of months ago and I thought I had set it up, but I don't know what happened. I think there were problems with the payment or something, and then I don't know.
If you do decide to do it, let us know, and obviously just any time at all, just message me, and I can check. I can literally check on there, either click on my phone to see all the
because I don't think it's fair. You do so much work for this. I don't think it's fair that you kind of also carry the financial burden.
But I
think it's only fair. You know.
Don't forget, I do this because I enjoy it. That is what I will say. So it's not a case of it's not being fair. It's I do it because I enjoy it.
But we all enjoy it, and you share that joy with us, and you make it possible. So you know.
Yeah.
There should be a contribution.
This slides into a small other topic. This is basically with the YouTube algorithms and trying to actually list all of our videos together. In our descriptions, I think we should all have that Patreon account, but also we should have like a small blurb of what NomadCraft is. That should somewhat be the exact same thing. So on the top of our description for the video, we're like, this is Dippy here. We are here with the Mad Hatter doing some kind of shenanigans. Under that, we could basically say about
the Nomads. The Nomads are a group of people who have fled from whatever. And in there, how to support us. Patreon, fan server, Twitter, whatchamacallit, all the social media links should be the same for everyone across the board, with the description being unique per video, the very top part.
Well, if you put something like that into the social media section of the Discord or wherever you think is the best place for it, where everybody can find it, I mean, I think, that's a great idea and I would love to do that. But I'm not entirely sure that I would feel entirely confident to kind of write that text.
Descriptions and tags. We can. I mean,
Yeah, will be a
Mad
great
Hatter,
place to list.
Do you want to sort of word something together? Or it's
Yeah, I'll get something together sometime this week or next.
Yeah.
Sometime before June.
I'll send a list of the YouTubers to you as well if you want.
Yeah, that too.
Dark, do you remember last time when you did that? We did that list.
Yeah.
Of all the links. Do you still have that list?
Yeah.
Can you put that in the description and tags as well?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been checking out some people's NomadCraft videos and calling them out after I see that they haven't put the tag in, Dirty Dog, and just trying to get everyone up on the same page to know that that is basically for the YouTube algorithms and to get the NomadCraft name out there.
Yeah.
The other
You're
thing
doing a good
is
job with
cards.
that, by the way. Yeah. Sorry.
The
Jim.
other thing I was going to ask, how effective are cards when you put cards, like when you're doing collaborations with other people? I mean, I tend to, always put cards in for either the video that they have made or for the channel of the person, so that they have a chance to get some views out of this as well. I don't know, is this actually something that works, or is this, is it useful?
Every bit helps.
Yeah,
Because
but
I
you have
think
to be careful
when
you
that's
put the
something
cards
maybe we
in.
should encourage in people when they, when you work with somebody, it doesn't really take very much time to just quickly put a card in at the place where you're talking to the person and saying, and it's really just a little click at the end when you finalize your video, and you just sort of, put in a card for their latest video or their channel or something. It's just so easy. So why not do it?
Not only that, but in the description itself, you should link their channel or link the video you're working together on.
Yeah, in the description, yes, but the cards are tricky. Like, you put a card, and people click on it, and you lose a viewer directly because they're going on another video.
Ah, okay. See, that's why I'm asking, because I am so totally naive about these things. I don't know.
There is still more on it. It's pretty tricky and it's pretty complicated. There is no right or wrong there. So first, YouTube will take the viewer out from your video, like the minutes. But YouTube will know that people continue watching after watching your video. So they
I
watch your
can't put in
video,
the description and tags.
and they still continue watching. They stay on the platform. They watch the advertisement and everything. They started from you, and they're still there. So this is plus for you. But it's also a minus when they go out. So try to at the end of the video say it was a great time with Count or Bella or somebody. There are the cards up there. You can check their channels and stuff like that. But don't do it too early in your video. So you get both pluses and profit from this. Otherwise, you have to sacrifice one.
So, like, you do it in the final third of your video or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay. Cool. Okay. See, that's the sort of stuff, that I don't know. I've got a lot of questions. I don't know a lot of stuff.
It's good if people click on cards and continue watching YouTube and advertisements because you suggested that, but it's not good for you in the perspective that they leave your video, then
Yeah.
the other statistic
But
analysis
if you put
go down.
the card in sort of fairly late, then you're not really going to lose much view time.
Yeah, that's the point. Like you have
Mhm.
to find the golden moment for
Yeah.
that. I don't know how to.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, that's
Golden
very
moment.
good to know. The
Stop it!
moment of gold.
I can hear you every time mocking me under your nose. He makes
excuse me.
fun of my find the rhythm golden moment and everything that I say. I use pretty complicated words for a Bulgarian, so leave me alone.
I apologize.
Yeah, not really, no.
Okay, so we're coming up to 2 hours now, so we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, I just arrived at work myself.
Yeah. Anything else that we think of after? Obviously, just post it. Post it somewhere on the server. We can arrange another call. I would say just before we're going to start the season. I know it's only in like 4 weeks' time, but just before we start, just to get everyone together. Just a short one. And anything else like the questions you had about YouTube and stuff like that. Post it in that section that YouTube growth bit, and then if you know, obviously Count knows quite a bit about that sort of stuff. Mad Hatter does. So if one of them wanted to do a call, or you had a call about YouTube and YouTube growth, it'd be a good idea. But that's something we can sort out for the future.
Yep.
There's one.
Almost no stop open for that in conversations like this. I can always chat.
One.
Go.
Sorry.
One thing I'd love to actually do at the beginning of the actual season, at the very start of the season, like the very first, like have like a everyone that is going to be on the season actually start at the same time and actually have some kind of opening ceremony.
It's gonna be a little hard with the time zones. I know I was late the last 2 times.
Yeah, we have actually tried to do that both times, and they have gone quite well. Like we've had like 10 people on, 10 or 12 people. So it did go well. Obviously, Dark arranged most of it and then didn't turn up. But he will definitely turn up this time. I'm sure of it.
We need to
Can't be
actually
late for
get
season 3.
everyone's time zone as well for stuff like that to try to make it to where everyone is good. Is like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah. Well, for that night, as long as I'm not at work, I'll get up any time to do that. I know Count's on late. He's in Britain as well. No, he's not, but he's in the same time zone, kind of.
I think last one when we started season 2, wasn't it like super early? Where I think I was up at like 4 a.m. to do it or something. But maybe I'm wrong.
I can't
It
remember.
was early for you. Yeah, it was early for you. It was like midday, noon for me. It was early for Tom.
Oh, was it?
But
yeah, season 1 it was super early.
I can take a day off. I never do late, so night shifts and stuff like that. For me, it's equal. I'll be fine.
Well,
but it's really difficult to organize that much people to be awake and up to play and stuff, because it's not just for the high, it's just for also the recording after that.
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's it's something we can try and do, isn't it? So we can go down the times available sort of route again, and see what people can do.
I'll take the day off. You come up time. We'll see.
Right.
Same here.
I plan on being ready that day.
He'll take the day off.
Heading out.
Keyword is plan.
I think that's pretty much everything, really, isn't it?
What kind of day is like?
What?
Is it during the week or
what day is this?
It's a Sunday.
Saturday. A Saturday.
A sun. If it's 3rd of July, it's
Also,
a Sunday.
No,
July
the
is
second,
Sunday.
the second, the Saturday.
But I think
It's
the second.
It'll be
always second,
Saturday.
yeah.
So Tom won't be working then.
When?
Saturday.
Saturday.
I would be
Saturday,
working
July
on Saturday.
2nd. It's depending on your time zone. It might be Friday or it might be Saturday evening.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we
it
can
could.
do during
Right,
the
let's
day.
just. There's no point having this
Yeah.
discussion sort of
Yeah,
here,
yeah. We'll see.
because we'll just have to write down. We all have to agree what time we're going to write in, and then
I'll make a poll and put it onto the season 3 stuff.
yeah, do like 3-hour intervals then, and then people can just click what they will be available on, and then the one with the most, I guess we can go with that.
That
Yeah.
worked last time, yeah.
Yeah, but we can try that. Yeah, and see how it goes. But we can discuss more, can't we? In Discord.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to end it because I'm going to get to bed because it's late for me.
Oh,
That's a great one, Bella.
Thank
Sleep
you.
well.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Thank you for
Good
coming.
night. Nice meeting you all.
And you too, mate. And you too.
Okay, take it easy, everyone.
Ashton says good night.
Bye-bye.
Okay, night, everybody.
Bye.
Well, thank you, everybody that came. Oh, lots of people. I missed all the chat, unfortunately. There wasn't too much. But hi, Tiffany. Hi, Steel. Hi, Dark Master. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you again. Until next time, good night.